All right, hello, my name is Brandon Clayton, the Algebra Guy. Today I want to talk to you about translating word phrases into algebraic equations. This piece is going to be extremely important, as most of these parts are, because these are the building blocks that we need for algebra, for any type of math, 7th grade, 8th grade. So let's get into it. So by the end of the class today, you'll be able to know how to answer problems like this. If they're asking you to translate this given sentence into an algebraic equation, can you do that? Twice the difference of y and 4 gives 16. How do you put that into an equation? That's what we want to look at today, how to get that set up. So let's do it. So what questions will we answer? What words translate into an equal sign, right? So when we write an equal sign, what type of phrases should I be looking for that would be equal to an equal sign? And how do you translate phrases into equations? So what about the rest of that problem? You know, the rest of that phrase. How do you get into a whole equation? So let's look at how to do that now. Answering our first question is here. We look, what words translate into an equal sign? So we look for clue words that mean equals. Some words that translate to equal sign are the following. Is equal to, is the same as, is, gives, was, will be. So we'll look for these words in phrases, sentences, word problems, and it's a good indication that these words can translate into an equal sign when trying to rewrite this into an equation. So let's practice. Translate this sentence into an algebraic equation. So how do I translate this sentence into an algebraic equation? Well, let's read it. The sum of 6 and 9 is 15. So look at our key word first of all, since we're talking about equals. So is one of those words we can translate into an equal sign. Obviously, we're going to keep our numbers the same. But what about sum? So sum has to do with a plus. The sum of what? 6 and 9. 6 and 9. So that's where the plus is going to come from right here. So when I rewrite this equation, it should look like this. 6 plus 9 is, or equal to, 15. The sum of 6 and 9 is 15. That's how you take this. It's almost like a new language, isn't it? So learning Spanish or German, you're taking one form and changing it to a different form, and word problems in a sense, and changing it to an equation. So let's do another one, just to make sure we got it. The product, translate the sentence into an algebraic equation. The product of 8 and 7 is 56. So again, we have this word is, so we know that's going to be the same thing as equal. And we have 8 and 7. But what do we do with the 8 and 7? Well, it asks us for the product. Which operation deals with product? Good. Hope you're saying multiplication, because the answer to a multiplication problem we call the product. So that should equal 56. So there it is. There's our equation. 8 times 7 is equal to 56. And it's just that simple, but man, is it really important that you know how to make that translation for setting up problems here in the future. Let's do one more. What's twice the difference of x and 3 gives 18? Twice the difference of x and 3 gives 18. So again, we're talking about equations here. So gives, that means it yields, or the answer is going to be. So we know this is going to be representing our equals. X and 3 are still going to be x and 3. 18 is still going to be our 18. But what's the relationship between the x and the 3 in this problem? It says twice the difference of x and 3. So we're talking about the difference here of these two. And we said twice the difference. So whatever the difference is of this whole thing is going to be twice that. So twice the difference of x and 3 is 18. Did you see what just happened there? So piece by piece, one piece at a time. Just this little bitty sentence has so much we can translate. Twice the difference of x minus 3 gives 18. And that's how you would set that up. All right, did we accomplish our goal? What words translate into an equal sign? We talked about that. Gives, is, equal to. How to translate phrases into equations? We showed that as well. So yes, we did accomplish our goal. Thank you for tuning in, and until our next lesson, we'll tune in for our next lesson.